Namaskaram. Namaskaram. No, sir. Namaskaram. Namaskaram is a Indian word. Sir is a British word, not even English. It's a British word. What is that? He is Sir Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya. Who has given him the Sir title? Britishers. Because he is a British engineer. Correct? And Dr. Venumadhu was telling you have to be an engineer. Unfortunately, I am not an engineer. I am a scientist. Okay? And I'm basically a science man. I am a mathematician. My subject is mathematics. And I am associated with engineers. And the first engineer with whom I am associated is Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya. I was a teacher after my masters. I joined for my PhD in Bangalore University. And that university started by Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya. And I was sitting in a room number 310 in Vishweshwaraya College of Engineering and Technology. So I was sitting in the room where he started actually the job. It was a polytechnic to start with. I was so connected, started learning about the Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya, who took birth. Which year? Very difficult to remember years, right? Yes or no? Louder. No, sir, again. All of you should take a paper, start writing whatever I am saying. And take a picture and send it to me. For the best note, I will give you awards. Okay? Because you should have two habits to become good children, good students. Number one, you must know how to take notes. Keep writing. If you don't write, at the end of the class, you will find nothing in your book. If you are a good student, you will have a lot of notes. And always parallelly keep some place where you can ask questions. Write down questions. So some thoughts will come, I should ask a question, write it down, otherwise you will not remember that questions at the end. Keep writing questions on one side, all the notes on the other side. So Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya got a Sir title, so you should write Sir. That's a title given by Britishers. Today everybody on the road also you will call him Sir. Bus conductor is also a Sir, professor is also a Sir. Stop that, you are in a university. In a university, there are designations, like professor is the teaching community the top. So if you have respect, call him or her as professor. Unfortunately, most of the people don't know this. You should call a doctor as a doctor, advocate as an advocate, justice as a justice, prime minister as a prime minister. Don't call him Sir Prime Minister, not required. You know, Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya is a Sir title given by Britishers. Britishers used him thoroughly. Wherever there is a water problem, irrigation problem, flood problem, the solution for Britishers was Sir Mokshagundam Vishweshwaraya. He has been sent to Aden as an engineer from India to solve problems. Not just an engineer, he was also a Diwan of Mysore. So he was minister, a mandri. So he had an administrative power. More than all this, what I love or what I learned in my childhood, a textbook which describes the punctuality of a person. Punctuality of a person. Every day he walks from his house. When he walks, the neighbors know exactly the time. They can adjust the watch. Such a strict disciplinarian. Very strict in time. What is discipline? Equivalence is Sir Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya. Very strict man. Discipline or order is what is essential. The other day somebody came with a poster for a movie from IIIT. One of the students who made a movie on a campus and came to me. The movie starts with the howling sound. Some of the foxes here were making it. I just thrown them out saying this is not a movie to be shown on a campus. If any one of you want to behave like that, I think you should do it outside the campus, not inside the campus. Don't ever become an animal. Open your mouth and speak. Most essential. All your engineering skill is not a great skill if you don't know how to communicate. Communication is very, very important. Using words is what makes people to keep standard. It is not Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya was the only engineer who did a BA or BSc, I don't remember. He is in Central College where I was teaching. That's in Bangalore. Bangalore University campus in the center of city is called Central College. That is where I did my MPhil, Master of Philosophy. After that he went to Pune to become engineer. I am sure there are a lot of engineers passed out. But why Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya became great? He knows how to document, how to speak what he does. So understand, most important is to have good communication skill. I don't think you remember people who are good engineers, but you remember those good speakers, those who can communicate. So if at all somebody is not good, doesn't matter, start from today. At your age, that means you are after +1, +2, the first day in the induction training program. I was my graduation BSc mathematics student. To locate my chapter in my textbook, I took 3 months. I was so bad in my English. I studied in a Malayalam medium. I am from Kerala, in a local school where my English was 0. We are all great children, passed +1, +2 with good marks. I was not so. I was a very bad student. I failed in English. But then I decided I am going to change. So make a difference. The day you start thinking you want to make a difference, you can become good. It's very easy. So what we have to learn from great people like Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya, not just being engineer, but being good in leadership. That's why he became Diwan. I am also connected to him because I was staying in Hyderabad for last so many years. All the irrigation problems in Hyderabad, in Deccan, when Nizam was the king, Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya was there to make a lot of bunds. The bund which collect water and do irrigation. Therefore, he was a man who made a lot of changes in the agricultural pattern. So he had a social commitment. And I come from that place where Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya worked for long years. So when you go to all the places, I don't know how many of you have seen Mysore, Vrindavan. It's all because of Mokshakundam Vishwesvaraya. It's not the Vrindavan garden, the bund which is used for irrigation. So a science is a science. When you make it into application, it becomes engineering. When you use it, it becomes technology. I'm sure all of us have a common word or letter which is B. You may become BTech. Earlier it was B. I am a BSc. I am also an LLB, so I have a B there. Whichever degree you do, it starts with the B. Do you know the meaning of B? What does it mean, bachelor? So 4 years you have to be a bachelor. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? Most of the engineering colleges are very famous. They do a lot of campus selection. And a girl selects a boy, boy selects a girl. That's campus selection. And such people will never get a job in any company, I'll tell you. You will become an island. It's good at your level, enjoy. But you will end in that level. You will never go to higher level. A bachelor becomes masters only when you are a real bachelor. And bachelor doesn't mean, when I am telling you are all smiling because I know the meaning which you think is not the right meaning. The original meaning comes from your mother tongue. Bachelor Telugu lenti. What is that in Telugu, bachelor? Brahmachari. Correct or not? What is Brahma? The Bhagavan. Don't ever use the word Lord. I'll kill you. Lord, Lord Krishna, Lord Venkateshwara. Stupid people, you are all stupid people. When you call Lord Venkateshwara. If you call Lord Venkateshwara, you should call Lakshmi as Lady Lakshmi. The Lord gender becomes female when you call lady. No. That you don't call, right? So that means you are wrong. Including Tirupati Devasthanam website, they write Lord Venkateshwara. Because they all become slaves of British. Even now we are slaves of British. Don't ever be that. So stop calling. God is God, Devata is Devata, Ishvara is Ishvara. Every word has got different meaning. So Brahma, what is Brahma? The Bhagavan, Ishvara of, what is his job? Creativity. What is the job? You should write all these, otherwise you will forget. Brahma is creativity. So Brahmachari means in 3 years you become creative person. Always you should think about creativity. What should I do new? And if Brahma is beside you, his wife will be beside you. Who is his wife? Saraswati. You will become a good learner. If you don't become creative, Brahma is not with you, Saraswati will not be with you. Or be Saraswati with you, Brahma will come with you. So creativity and education goes together. What is creativity? Asking questions. Quest for knowledge. Quest. Don't write all this, no problem. But tomorrow when you want to get into some MNC company, you will go to some coaching center, pay some money there, some failed fellow will teach you there, and you will become nothing in your life. Every word is important. Quest, quest. Quest for knowledge. That's the root word for question. If you don't understand English like this, you will not pass IELTS exam, you will fail in GRE, you will not get GATE exam, you will become just a BTech fellow. Correct? That is what happens at the gate. They will ask you to tuck inside, be tuck. Not enough. You have to be a real BTech. I told you I am not an engineer, but 20 years Government of India has given me a designation, engineer / scientist. So Government of India recognized, not university. President of India recognized me an engineer for 20 years. I worked as an engineer in Government of India. The other day we were discussing with the Brindama. I was telling probably none of the electronics engineer in your campus would have seen a scanner up and down. I have studied how to maintain a scanner for Government of India. Not in India but in GRAS. So I was an engineer by action, by profession, but not by degree. So I understand all your engineering classes. Let it be computer science. Yes, 20 years I worked in computer science. I am a mathematician, but my PhD is in fluid mechanics. So I understand mechanical engineering. And paper got published in chemical engineering. So I understand chemical engineering. And all these are related to blood flow, the human body. So I understand blood flows in arteries. That's why I keep saying I know the human body much better than a doctor. Understood? Morning, Rajini was talking about a problem of meningitis. I said this is what will happen if you get that disease.